it is said that these are suspected ADF rebels. Now, to begin with, when such an incident occurred, what is its impact or likely impact on the tourism sector, of which you ensure that when it comes to protection of wildlife, which many come to see, and of course game parks are all under your custody?
Thank you very much. First of all, we send our sincere condolences to the families that lost their loved ones. We had the British, we had the South African and the Ugandan. Our hearts and thoughts are with them. We know they are going through hard times, especially the foreigners. Actually, they haven't even received the bodies of their loved ones. Our very own was buried, you remember? But I can assure you, life is not the same when it comes to these families. So our sincere condolences. And to the entire tourism fraternity. You know, tour companies go out there and look for people to come and visit Uganda. And certainly the best moment is when this person comes, go through the tourism activities as planned, and they go back home safely to tell what they saw. Now, once that doesn't happen, then it turns into something completely different. What happened is something that is not what we are known for as a country. We know that over the years, we've had a very good, if not excellent record of visitor safety as a country. People who come to Uganda, they go around, they tour places, they go to these wildlife reserves, they go to the national parks, do game viewing, do nature walks, do camping, do experiential tourism activities. They do boat cruises on our water bodies and go back home and they tell the story. And that's how we get many others coming. So that's what we are known for. They come and go back home when they are safe. Over the years, let me give you an example of people who come to Uganda's protected areas. Before COVID, we had reached a figure of around 330,000 people coming to protected areas. Last year, we surpassed pre-COVID numbers. We hit a mark of 360 plus thousand visitors to our protected areas. What does this mean? It means that over the years, millions of visitors have visited Uganda's protected areas and gone back home when they are safe. Nothing has happened to them. And that's why the numbers keep increasing, because when they go back, they give positive commentary about destination Uganda. So what happened in Kasese, that's why we are calling it an isolated incident. It does not define who we are as a country in terms of visitor safety. We know of many countries where you fear to walk on the street because you feel someone, maybe you're not sure whether someone won't stab you on the street. We know of many countries that have gun violence in schools, in health facilities, in recreation facilities, mention it. So, but Uganda, we are not known for any of that. This is a very unfortunate incident, and it is regrettable. What is its impact on us as a tourism sector or industry for that matter? The impact is definitely negative. When you are somewhere in the UK or Canada or US and you see the pictures that people were putting on their social media platforms, you definitely get scared.
True.
And I must tell you this, that we Ugandans and our Ugandan media houses, we've done an excellent job. Let me put it this way, some Ugandans and some of our media houses have done an excellent job in portraying Uganda as a very bad destination. Because it's an era of citizen journalism. It's understandable. People have smartphones all over, and the person who took these images is not a journalist, as a matter of fact. We all know that. The person who was using the road. And this person took pictures, shared. You know, it is a simple principle that when you have a piece of information, whether it's an image or video or text, you have control over how you should disseminate it, over how you should circulate it. But you absolutely have no control over how far it will go.
Very true.
It's a simple communication principle. You have absolutely no control over how far this message will go. So whoever, the first person to share this image didn't know how far these images would go. And they found themselves onto international media channels, showing that Uganda is burning. People are being burnt. People are being shot. You know, it was very unfortunate. And therefore, it had a negative impact on us. So we have to do a lot of damage repair. And we as people in the industry, we are a little bit concerned that the media, our mainstream media, allowed the pedestrian journalists or the citizen journalists to set the agenda for them. Because ideally, you have, it's understandable. I mean, when you come across a piece of information as a media house, you want to break the news. You want Scoop to be the first to break the news. So it's understandable, the desire to break the news. But also, it's not good also to break the news in a scaring manner. I strongly believe there are ways of communicating.
So you're
facts.
not against media houses communicating what had happened, informing the public.
This is what I'm coming to.
But the manner
in which you communicate these facts, that is what disappointed most of us.
Yeah, because professionally,
yes,
the images that you do not let out anyhow.
Whether
there's a watermark or you shared those nasty scenes.
Yes. We thought we didn't have to put that out, but we didn't want the media houses to hide anything, because these are things that have happened. I'm a strong advocate for media freedoms, for information. So we were a little bit disappointed. And as such, the damage that had been caused by our brothers and sisters who were sharing these images on social media was further amplified by our mainstream media houses. So that is where we are now. And we have a lot of damage control to do together now. Not only UWA, not only the Ministry of Tourism, Wildlife and Antiquities, not only UTB. You know, UTB is our lead agency in marketing,
tourism.
Destination. Yeah, Uganda Tourism Board. They are the lead agency in marketing destination Uganda. They promote all of us. You know, so we cannot leave this to them alone. We all have to partake in this and ensure that we do PR for destination Uganda, do damage control, portray Uganda as a country that can be visited, give people hope that not all is lost. What happened, happened, but we have put in place measures. So that people, because you know, people are not gullible, they understand. They know that these things happen, even in their countries, these things happen. But you know, life continues. So we need to continuously give a message of hope out there, show people that we are still the other beautiful country that I know, a country that is receptive to people, a country that gives people warm hospitality, a country that has unique tourism attractions, you know, a country that has unique culture, a country that has unique religious tourism activities that people can come and experience, you know, so that people know, oh wow, the Pearl of Africa is still shining.
But all that you've said, yes, is tourism. But most of the tourism we have in our country are people who come to see wildlife.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And a few natural resources. Because we have certain species of animals where we are very lucky that not many countries have them. The bird species we have, almost a third of the world population. So the niche of money in tourism lies in these animals, lies in these protected areas. Now, the question, therefore, much as you talk about reconstructing, rebuilding the image, letting the world know that this was an isolated incident, there still remains concern. We can't just say because it was an isolated incident, therefore, it was a one-off, it can never happen.
Correct.
We can't just say that, okay, we still have very many, the source of the Nile is with us, this and that. We need to create practical confidence with the evidence, therefore, that no, it was an isolated incident, but this is how, these are steps we've put in place to ensure we do not have a reoccurrence of this, and what have you done in that direction?
Correct, correct. First of all, have you been able to place, rather to locate where this incident happened? Now, this incident happened on Katwe Kabatoro Road. This is a road that crosses through the park. But if you look at the instruments that gazette this road, actually the instruments say the road is outside the park. But we all know that this road crosses the park. But that's not the point. The point is, this is a public road we're talking about. A road that is used by everyone. You'll find there pedestrians, you'll find there people on bicycles, you'll find there people on motorcycles, you'll find there people using vehicles, you know. So it is a road that no one can control who uses it. And as such, it is possible that these people who killed our tourists took advantage of a public road. Because I don't want us to assume, like I've had some, I don't want to say not so serious, but for lack of a better word, let me use the word not so serious people, say that, you see, these rangers were sleeping on the job. No, because this incident did not happen inside the park where you have tourism activities happening, where we have tourism roads inside the park, where you find people are doing game viewing, where you find people doing their nature walks, people going for experiential tourism activities, people going for boat cruises, among others. Now, that is an area where people know that there is serious security, not on a public road. And in the case, we don't expect our rangers to be guarding a public road. And how many are you going to put in a public road anyway? So, but we've also picked our lessons. And as such, working closely with the other security agencies, like the police and the UPDF, we've been able to ensure that we beef up security in that area. I know there are patrols now along the road, day and night patrols. We've got additional manpower from the UPDF inside the parks and even outside, you know, the parks. When you enter the park, certainly you will not see them. But I want to assure you that security has been heightened, and we are not leaving anything to chance, because we can't be sure that such an incident will not happen again. Because if it happens again, then the questions will be, you guys, didn't you learn from what happened? So that's why I'm saying we've picked our lessons, and as such we have heightened security. But most importantly, we also are strengthening our collaboration and relationship with the communities. I can assure you, without community support, all these security measures we are putting in place, they cannot work. Community support is going to be the best for our security for our visitors, as it has been over the years. So we know the community members are the ones who give us information where the poachers are. They are the ones who give us information when they know of people who are entering the parks illegally. They are the ones who give us information when they see people they don't understand in their areas, you know. So they are the ones who give us first-hand intelligence information. And our intelligence agencies are equal on the ground. So we are leaving nothing to chance. Today, if you go to Queen Elizabeth National Park, you'll find tourism activities going on normally. But I can assure you, security has been strengthened. The park is safer than even before. So we believe that whoever is going to come to visit Queen, they should be sure that their safety will be guaranteed.
Now, what are some of the tips first for these tour agencies? Because we know they're in business.
Absolutely.
They want to make profits. They have made investments. So what is it that, if I run a tour company, or if I'm a domestic tourist, I want to go with my family, what are some of those tips you can give for one's safety? Do you have a toll-free line? You know, what do I need to know in case of anything?
Two things. One, you need to understand that in most cases we start interacting with these tour companies when they reach the park gate. If you are a visitor and they pick you from the airport, in most cases we are not aware until you reach the park gate. And let me tell you how it works. You are a tour company, you come to UWA, you say, I have visitors so and so, they are going to Queen Elizabeth National Park. They will do game viewing, they will do a boat cruise, they will do experiential tourism, they want to do a nature walk, and you pay. So you tell us they will come on such and such date. So for us on that date, we wait for them at the parks. So we don't know when actually they enter Uganda. So you will come, you pick your guests from the airport, transport them through. Maybe they want first pass around Kampala, go to Namugongo, go to Kampala, go to Kasubi. It's not yet open now, but basically go experience Kampala, maybe nightlife. We may not even know that they are here until that date you gave us that you will bring them to the park. So we start interacting with you and your visitors when you are at the park gates. So it becomes very tricky for us to tell that you have these visitors, you are moving them from the airport, taking them to Queen Elizabeth or Lake Mburo or Kidepo. Bottom line is that safety is not only a matter of government agencies. Safety is a matter of each and every person. If you are a tour operator, you have visitors, and maybe you think you are going to drive in the night, I think it's imperative that you notify police if need be. They give you someone, they give you protection, you know. They can give you someone to take care of you guys if you must move in the night anyway, because sometimes there may be no reason. But also, when they are coming inside the park, you know, we have a policy where you bring your guests, and because we know you are a licensed tour operator, you have a licensed professional tour guide, so you don't need our guide, because your tour guide suffices. We take the visitors through. These guides know these parks more than some of our staff. So in most cases, once you come, you enter, you present evidence of payment, now you start going along your tourism activities. Actually, some of them are not comfortable having our